Seriously, 11th place? This is a joke, right? I poured my heart and soul into this game and I got 11th place. Oh, this is rigged. I think it's all a conspiracy. The last time I entered Xander Jam, which was number 2, I also ranked 11th place. And what do you know? I'm also ranked 11th place in Xander Jam number 4. I bet this is all a scam, a conspiracy. Seriously, this is all a load of... I'm just joking, Xanderwood. I'm now fully aware as to why I failed this jam. But for those of you who are curious, I have a history with the Xander Jam. You see, a couple of months ago I entered in Xander Jam number 2, and the game that I made for it became the worst game I've ever made. I seriously hate it, and it's funny, I ended up ranking the same as I did with this one. Just staring at it makes me sick. Seriously, no one better challenged me to a game dev challenge where you have to take your worst game and have to remake it. And then make a devlog about it. Then that dev has to start a chain letter like jam where he challenges others to do the same thing. Seriously, no one dare me to do this challenge.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, this devlog jam is going to be different. Instead of just telling you the steps on how I made a game, I'm actually taking a different route. Yes, I'm going to teach you, yes you, what mistake I made for this game and how I could improve in the future, and hoping you can learn something from this as well. Well, let's begin. You see, let me explain what went wrong in my game. Let's just imagine me baking a cake, and halfway through I decide, oh yeah, it's done, let's slap some toppings and frosting on this beast. Not realizing I didn't fully cook my cake and assuming it was done. You see, the important lesson here is prototyping. It is very important and is the first thing you should do when you start a game. Prototyping, to me that is like laying the foundation to your game, the core mechanics. And as for me, my game was a platform shoot 'em up. That was my take on the theme of the jam, which was opposites attract. You see, as I was developing the mechanics for the game, like player movement, shooting, spawn waves, when I had it all done, what I should have done was test it, to see if everything worked and everything was in place, to get the feel of the game. But nope, instead I got excited and rushed it out and started adding extra stuff, like extra game modes and bosses, when I should have made sure the main structure of my game was polished and ready to go to the next step. That's the lesson you can take out of all of this. When working on your game, make sure the core mechanic is polished. Walk away from your game for a couple of hours and then play it again, or have someone test out what you have so far. Make sure it handles well before you slap on some RN and any other extra stuff. I learned an important lesson here, or I should say relearn. Honestly, I knew this before, but got blindsided by scope creep and ignored an important part out of developing a game. I want to thank Xanderwood for hosting an amazing game jam, and those who participated. Everyone's game was amazing. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and this is GhostBit, and I'll see you on the next adventure.